Welcome everyone to my guide on the Gossip Stones. That's a follow-up for my walkthrough or Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. In The Legend of Zelda, there are, I think, 33 or 34 Gossip Stones throughout the land of Hyrule, 29 of which have unique messages, and in this episode, like I said I was going to do in my walkthrough, I'm finally going to show you what all the Gossip Stone messages say. And I'm also going to show you a couple tricks of the Gossip Stones. Now, in order to do this kind of side quest to see what they all say, you need to have the Mask of Truth, which you can see I'm wearing right there. And the Mask of Truth you get by completing the Happy Mask side quest, which I did earlier, and I will put a link down to that video in the description of this video. Also, you have to do it as a child, so it's going to take you much longer to traverse the world of Hyrule. So it's best to do this when you have all of the warp songs. And there's also one Gossip Stone near Desert Colossus, so you pretty much have to wait until you're late in the game. In fact, I'm actually doing this when I've already finished the finale of the game. So, we're going to start out with the Deku Tree, because the Deku Tree has two Gossip Stones, one of which is the hardest to get. So, we're going to walk up to this guy, wear our Mask of Truth. Responding to your mask, the strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this, and that'll be the last time I'll actually read that part. They say that the Kokiri are always followed by small fairies. Well, you can see Navi right there, so that's true. Now, to get to the second Deku Tree Gossip Stone, you kind of got to run up here and not fall off the edge. And if you can kind of make it over to this section, like you see how I rolled into it and did a little jump, you can jump down and run clockwise around the back of the Deku Tree. You'll hit one spot where you can't run any further, and then a backflip will put you into the little place of the meadow where the Gossip Stone is. Yep, so right here, we can't run over that, and you can see the Gossip Stone. So we'll just do a backflip, and we're going to run up and talk to this Gossip Stone. They say that one Kokiri has left the forest, but he is still alive. I'm not sure if that means us. We were told that our mother was a Hylian back by the Deku Tree Sprout after we beat the Forest Temple, so that could be us. I don't know. But now I'm going to get the rest of the Gossip Stones in the Sacred Forest Meadow, the Lost Woods, and one in Kokiri Forest. So you can warp to the Sacred Forest Meadow, and there is the Gossip Stone right here. And it says respond. Okay, I said I wasn't going to say that again, and I broke it 3 in. So this Gossip Stone states, they say that it's possible to find a total of 100 gold Scatolas throughout Hyrule. What? Yep, I already found all 100. And real quick, I want to see if Soraya, who's here, says anything with the Mask of Truth. Oh, it makes her feel sad. Oh well. So there are 2 more to get in the Sacred Forest Meadow. See if I can make it through this little area without getting hit. Nope. Got hit. Oh, got hit twice. Oh well. So you're just going to walk up the ladder here, and there's one Gossip Stone on the right, which we're going to go to right now, and then you can see the one further up on the left. And this Gossip Stone's... Oh, I got to put my mask back on. And this Gossip Stone states, they say that the strange owl, Kokiri Gabora, may look big and heavy, but its character is rather lighthearted. And I know I actually read these stones on my walkthrough, but I'm just reading them again for completion's sake. And this one says, they say that the owl named Kokiri Gabora is the reincarnation of an ancient sage. Now, I've talked about that before, how I believe Kokiri Gabora is actually Rauru, the sage that you meet in the Temple of Light. Okay? So real quickly, the next one we're going to get is the one in Kokiri Forest, so you're just going to exit the Sacred Forest Meadow, enter the Lost Woods, and just keep running straight, and it'll dump you right out in front of where that stone is. So just go to the right, and right here it is. They say that the small holes in the ground that you can find all over Hyrule make perfect breeding grounds for bugs. Yep, That's just a hint that you need to use those bugs to basically... Actually, that's one of two things. It's either telling you to use bugs to get the gold Skotellas from those little spots, like right here, or it's telling you if you go in a hole that you bomb in the ground, you can get bugs for your bottle to use for that. Well, anyway, so the one Gossip Stone in the Lost Woods is right here, so we'll run up to him and we'll talk to him. And he says, they say that when non-fairy folk enter the Lost Woods, they become monsters. So basically that has to do with the creepy forest girl that we met as adult Link, singing that song about how everyone's going to become a Stalfos in the Lost Woods. So that's all for this section of the world. Next I'm going to head to the Temple of Time and Hyrule Castle for the next group of stones. So it's a lot easier when you just warp to the Temple of Time. You run out of the Temple of Time and there are 4 Gossip Stones right here. So we'll check the first one. And he says, they say that Malon set the original course record in the obstacle course of Lon Lon Ranch. And that's basically telling you that if you do enough things in the game, you should be able to take the obstacle course, which I did in my walkthrough and got the grand prize, which is my cow. Even though Lon Lon milk is worthless once you find out where the fairies are in the world, but whatever. So the second one says, it's also about Malon. They say that Malon of Lon Lon Ranch hopes a knight in shining armor will come and sweep her off her feet someday. That explains why she likes Link like she does in the game. The third one states, they say that it is against the rules to use glasses at the treasure chest shop in Hyrule Castle Town Market. And that's referring to using the lens of truth to find the path to get the piece of heart in the treasure shop. Game, whatever. And the fourth one says, they say that Gerudo sometimes come to Hyrule Castle Town to look for boyfriends. Well, that didn't happen in the game. In fact, a couple guys went to go seek out the Gerudo and they locked them up in their cells. So that's all the Gossip Stones in Hyrule Market Town. There are 2 in the castle section. So we'll go to the first one. And this dude says, they say that if you get close to a butterfly while holding a Deku stick in your hands, something good will happen. So I've never done it, I've never watched a video of anyone else doing it, but theoretically it is possible to get a butterfly to land on the end of your Deku stick, and I guess they become a fairy? I don't know. Like I said, I've never done it, it's never happened to me, so whatever. I'm sure someone out there has done it, so you can tell me how it's true or false. And I think you have to stand still, like I'm running at these butterflies with the Deku stick, but I think you just have to stand, like, still. So I don't know. I'll wait like 5 seconds, see if one wants to land. Still waiting. Still waiting. Okay, that's enough of that. So now I'm going to go to the second Gossip Stone in Hyrule Castle area. And that's this one right here. And gives us some of the worst advice in the game. In fact, this Gossip Stone states, they say that contrary to her elegant image, Princess Zelda of Hyrule Castle is in fact a tomboy. And that's just pointing out the fact that we should know that Sheik is actually Princess Zelda. So that's all for the Castle Town. I'm going to go out into Hyrule Field where I'm going to get 2 more Gossip Stones, so I'll see you guys there. When you exit out into Hyrule Field, if you immediately go to the left, you can see that there's a bombable rock right there, a boulder. In fact, I believe we bombed it in my original playthrough of the game. But if you can bomb it again, just simply drop the bomb there. Wait for it to blow up, it'll reveal a hole that you can drop down. And we can put our Mask of Truth on and we can talk to this Gossip Stone right here. And he says, they say that the horse Ganondorf rides is a solid black Gerudo stallion. So, that's called the hidden, one of the hidden hole stones. of the area. Basically, there's a whole bunch of spaces where there's hidden holes. You drop down and there is a gossip stone. I believe there's one in Kokiri Village, like behind the potion shop. There's like 4 other locations, and they all give that message, so I'm not going to show them off. The next one I am going to show off is over by Hyrule Valley, so I'm just going to cut out some of my running over there, and it's the Hyrule Field near Hyrule Valley. Gossip Stone. So you can see here, there's a ring of stones. We've bombed this out before and gone down into that hole to get a gold Skulltula. But we'll bomb it again. I'll grab my heart to refill my heart container. And we will drop down here. So the gold Skulltula was here before, but this time we are going to... Is there fire? No, I gotta use Din's fire to break the spider web and reveal the gossip stone. It is going to do something weird, because something does weird to these things when you hit them with Din's fire. I was going to show you that later, but whatever. I'm showing it to you now. When you hit them with Din's fire, yeah, they like grow big and then they come back to size. It's just kind of weird. So if you check this one out, this gossip stone will say, they say there is a switch that you can activate only by using the spin attack. And in case you didn't watch the walkthrough, we've done that multiple times in Ganon's castle and also in the Spirit Temple. So the next one I'm going to show you is in Hyrule Valley itself, so I'll meet you guys there in just a minute. So in Hyrule Valley, we can go ahead and we can grab this chicken right here, and we can just kind of jump off the edge to the right. And now that I know I'm in the right spot, I'm just going to take the damage by falling, because I don't really care. Because no matter how high you fall, it only does the half heart damage. Actually, it does full heart damage, but I have that last Great Fairy protection spell that halves all your damage. So there's a gossip stone over here by the waterfall, and if you talk to this stone, it says, they say that the thief named Naburu who haunts this area is a Gerudo. Once again, just real pointless information. Okay, so I'm going to warp to Kokiri Village and get the stones that are there and up Death Mountain, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. And as you can see, the Nocturne of Shadow warps you right to Kokiri's graveyard, and there is a Gossip Stone right here, the only one in Kokiri Village that's not one of the hidden hole stones. So if we go up and we talk to this stone, the stone will say, they say that there is a secret near a tree in Kokiri Village. Pretty sure that means the beginning tree that you can roll into and reveal a gold Skulltula in the beginning of Kokiri Village. So, like I said, that's the only stone that we can do in Kokiri Village. Next I will meet you guys in Dodongo's Cavern. So if you remember, when we originally cleared Dodongo's Cavern, we went off onto the right side of the platform where I am right now, and that platform goes all the way to the top now, so I'll jump down here. But there is a Gossip Stone that threw behind a bombable wall, if I can figure out how to climb up the ladder. So there's a Gossip Stone right here. So we'll just equip our Mask of Truth, and we will ask him what's good in the hood. And the Gossip Stone says, they say that Gerudos worship Ganondorf almost like a god. Well, thank you for that pointless little tidbit. Yeah, nothing really earth-shattering there, so now I'm just going to continue on up Death Mountain Trail and head to Goron City for the 2 Gossip Stones there, so that's where I will see you guys next. So we enter Goron City on the top level, and we make a left, and we head all the way off to the left side. And if we go through here, there is a little path that we had to bomb through to get, a gold Skulltula earlier in the game. So unfortunately, we have to re-bomb our way through again to get to the Gossip Stone. So I'm just going to quickly do that. I think I remember the path. Run down here. I think it's this way. Hopefully without wasting all my bombs. Okay. So here's the Gossip Stone. So just equip the Mask of Truth and talk to it. And the Gossip Stone will say, They say that there is a secret around the entrance to Gerudo Valley. I think that refers to the platform you can float down to, and you can get a gold Skulltula. You can get a piece of heart through the waterfall. Pretty sure that's what it is. So from the top level, just drop down one level to the second level. You want to avoid Roller Goron here. And you're going to want to enter the shop with the 2 bomb flowers out in front of it. And this is Meadow, who sold us that crappy giant's knife. So don't even bother talking to him. The Gossip Stone says, they say that Ganondorf is not satisfied with ruling only Gerudo and aims to conquer all of Hyrule. Well, I would say yeah, considering that's the basic plot of the game. So anyway, that's all for Goron City. Now you can just exit Goron City, and I will see you guys at the Gossip Stone on Death Mountain Trail. Okay, so the Gossip Stone on Death Mountain Trail is right here. If you talk to this one on the climb up to the wall, he will tell you, climb up to the wall. Climb up of the wall to the crater. He will say, they say that Bigoron's sword is super sharp and will never break. And that's true because we already did the Bigoron sword side quest. So I played the Sun Song here, and in case you didn't see it, there was a fairy that was flying around. I didn't know that happened with the Sun Song. That does happen with another song, and I will show you guys that later. So real quick, you want to run into Death Mountain Crater. Just bear in mind, we don't have the Goron Tunic, so we are not going to have a whole lot of time. But more than 2.5 minutes, as long as I don't fall off this plank, which I'm sometimes so horrible at walking a straight line in this game. Okay, so I intentionally did not bomb this wall in the game because I was going to show it now in this little additional bonus video. So there's a bombable wall right here in Death Mountain Crater, just bomb it. Run in, and you can check this Gossip Stone. And this Gossip Stone says, they say that Meadow didn't really think about his own size, so his store is really cramped. Yep, well, considering we just saw that in, we just saw that because we were just in Goron City, I would say that's true. He does take up like 3/4 of the room in his shop. So our next stop is going to be Lake Hylia, and because there's one in Lake Hylia that I want to show. If you warp to Lake Hylia and then you run to the left or the west of the scientist's laboratory right there, you will notice that there is a Gossip Stone right here. So we will talk to the Gossip Stone, and the Gossip Stone says, they say that there is a secret on the road that leads to Lake Hylia. And I'm pretty sure that that refers to, if you put that bomb in the middle of the pathway to Lake Hylia, basically, you can buy a piece of heart for 10 rupees. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the, I believe it's 5 located in the Zora's domain. 1 in Zora's domain, 2 in Zora's river, and 2 in Zora's fountain. And now that because I'm in Lake Hylia, let's see if I can properly dive into Zora's domain now that I have the golden scale. Okay, and we're in Zora's domain. So real quickly, I'm just going to run up and show you where the Gossip Stone is here. Let's see if he has anything to say interesting. We don't look like we can swim well. Well, that's actually not true. I can swim very well. So, you're just going to run up, and we're going to go pay a visit to Lord Fatass. And right here in his, personal chamber is a Gossip Stone. And this stone says, they say that players who select the hold option for Z-targeting are the real Zelda players. I don't really remember the hold option for Z-targeting, I just do Z-targeting the way I do it, so I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but whatever, it works for me. So there are 2 now that you want to get in Zora's fountain. So you run to Zora's fountain, you immediately go to the left, you can see that there's 1 Gossip Stone right here. So we will equip our Mask of Truth and talk to the Gossip Stone. They say that there is a secret near the lone tree which is not far from the river in the northwest part of Hyrule Field. That's very specific. I think it believes to a place that we dropped down and we probably got a piece of heart or a gold skulltula, or it refers to one of the Big Po areas. But whatever, that's all it says. So now we want to make our way around the right of Zora's Fountain to where we got Faror's Wind, way back before Jabu Jabu's Belly. And Jabu Jabu's Belly is actually one of the dungeons I have to replay to complete all the Gold Skulltula guide. But that's another issue. So you're just going to run over to this little island, and you can see that right here there is a Gossip Stone. And this dude says, they say that you can swim faster by continuously pressing B. That's very interesting. So that's all the Zora's Domain and Zora's Fountain Gossip Stones. Now it's off to get 2 in Zora's River. So I will meet you guys in Zora's River. So when we exit the Zora's River, if we pretty much immediately drop down to where we got that Gold Skulltula back in the beginning, or it's not going to let me swim. Come on, okay. So I'll have to get that one in a minute. Or will you let me walk? Nope. Okay. So just gonna head back to the beginning of Zora's River, because there are 2 that we have to get. So it's not a big deal, I just kind of screwed up there. Anyway, you can just drop down immediately exiting Zora's Domain. It should drop you onto a platform that you can stand and grab figure out what that first Gossip Stone says. However, if you screw up like me, it's a good thing we have to go back up that way anyway. So once again, we're going to do some chicken gliding, so just hop over here. There's the magic bean seller. Fat piece of shit. And grab this chicken. Hop over here. And we're going to run up here. Just don't even pay any attention to the Octorok. Jump over here. And jump over here. Now I'm going to throw the chicken up there. I'm going to grab it again. I said I'm going to grab it again. Really? You're really going to do this to me? Okay. So there we are. We got the chicken. Launch him up there. Grab him a 3rd time. You just let me grab the damn chicken? Okay. So, you just want to make sure that you're kind of standing at an angle, and you jump over to this ledge. You can just throw the chicken in the water, throw him wherever, and now climb up the ladder. And we can walk across this little path, which once again, apparently I'm pretty bad at, so I'm just going to take it nice and slow. Okay. Equip the Mask of Truth, talk to this Gossip Stone, and he says, they say that there is a man who can always be found running around in Hyrule Field. Well, that is the man that we had to give the bunny ears to, basically, to complete the Happy Mask side quest to get the Mask of Truth. So, I don't really know why they have to tell us that, considering we had to figure that out in order to get the Mask of Truth. I don't know why. But anyway, whatever. No big deal. So now you can see that first Gossip Stone I was looking for earlier that I overshot. And talking to this Gossip Stone, he says, they say that Princess Zelda's nanny is actually one of the Sheikah, who many thought had died out. So that's basically just another hint that Sheik is Princess Zelda before it's actually revealed at the end of the game. So we have one more stone to get, and I will meet you guys at Desert Colossus. So here we are at Desert Colossus, the entrance to the Spirit Temple. And if you overshoot the entrance by just a little bit, off to the south side of the building, you can actually see that there is See, there he is, a Gossip Stone. So, real quickly, you can just check out the Gossip Stone while those little reavers smash into you. And the Gossip Stone says, they say that the treasure you can earn in the Gerudo's training ground is not as great as you would expect given its difficulty. Isn't that an understatement? The ice arrows are completely worthless considering how late you get them and what they actually do. So that's all the Gossip Stones. That's all 29 independent Gossip Stones. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple tricks you can do. Most of these work with Adult Link, so I'm going to warp to the Temple of Time and meet you guys up once I'm Adult Link. Okay, to show you what you can do to the Gossip Stones in the game, with various weapons, I have returned to my roots. I'm standing by the one Gossip Stone in Kokiri Forest. So the one that we all know is you can slash them with your sword and they will tell you what time it is, so we know that it's 2:46. You can hit it with an arrow and it'll just do a little jig. Or a seizure, I don't know. So you can flatten it with your Megaton Hammer, and see it kind of flattens. Will eventually return to size in a second. Okay. And one thing you can do, I'm actually going to stop, walk right up. You can walk up to it, you can play Zelda's Lullaby, the spell that you play the most in the game, and it should produce a fairy. Or not. Maybe that's only Child Link that it works as. Maybe I have to Z-target it? Oh well. I don't know. We can try Sun Song. And that's probably just going to spit me back out in Kokiri Forest. Okay, so, I don't know, I've heard a lot about the Zelda's Lullaby fairy. Apparently it's not working, and apparently, I don't know, maybe it's because I already flattened this, or maybe it's just this one. Oh, there it is. There's the fairy. So yeah, you can see right there, you just gotta walk literally and stand right in front of the Gossip Stone and play Zelda's Lullaby, and it'll give you the fairy. And there's one more thing that we can do with Gossip Stones. So guys, thank you once again for watching. My Gold Skulltula guide will be coming out eventually, and look forward ahead to what I have coming up in the future.